She was a traitor, and straight away she was like, why did we kill her? And we went, LJ, you're not supposed to tell her. No, it was her first game. We were like, start again.
I was still so adamant. I was like, so why did you kill her?
And they were going, stop.
Lucy, welcome back. Lauren, welcome for the first time. Debut for you. Lucy's with us almost every week. We're pretty sure she's trying to make a hostile takeover. And Ellen, you've got a bit of beef just to start.
I'm old, apparently. Yeah.
Ellen's old now, isn't she? Like, come on. Listen, I'm old as well.
No, I found that
And I'm young.
Yeah.
I love it. Like you two now coming as a bit of a pair. How long has this been a thing for that you've kind of become a bit of a duo in camp?
Since you got picked for England, really, wasn't it?
Yeah.
How long's that been now?
Since the purple kit.
Is that how you memorise it by kits?
Like before COVID, was it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was your debut?
Yeah.
Your debut.
I love the fact that I ask,
I know
what's your
first
debut, and you
goal-
immediately look at Lucy and go, fill me in.
Well, your first goal was in that
Tournament.
in the tournament that we had in England.
Arnold Clark.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was that your debut though?
No.
Was that before
Debut
the
was
Euros?
USA.
Was it?
I think USA, yeah.
Quite an easy one, isn't it?
How has life changed for you as a Lioness since then?
I'd say probably more after the World Cup,
Okay.
as that's like such a big stage. So yeah, probably since that, I'd just say more recognition and everything.
Do you think because you had the complete experience there of all the good stuff and some difficult stuff as well, you're a little bit more relaxed by the time that you come into camp now?
She couldn't get more relaxed.
Already
Bad
relaxed.
question.
Yeah, I think I'm always laid back anyway.
Even when you first came in, you were laid back, no nerves.
Obviously, you still have a little bit of butterflies, but I think I don't show that.
Okay, Lucy, now let's get your impression of, is it just chilled? Or is there more going on that we maybe don't see?
Yeah, well, it takes a lot to see the real inside of LJ's. Yeah, like her different persona and things like that. But no, she's just chill. She's easy to get along with. She's a funny girl. But yeah, I guess no, it's not that easy to always be super open with everybody in the media and things like that. So I'm very privileged that she's picked me as a friend.
Do people have to work hard to gain your trust, to get in your good books?
I wouldn't say work hard. I'd just say it takes me some time to warm up to people.
But you picked out Lucy like straight away, right? You text Lucy to ask and
Well,
say,
I think
Wow.
Lucy took me under her wing straight away.
it wasn't a choice. But she took you under her wing at the beginning.
Yeah. I don't even know how it happened. It kind of just fell into place. And then, yeah, she was just always willing to help me. I was asking her questions because obviously she's been doing it at this level for a while. And I was just coming onto the scene. So, and then we kind of just bonded from there. And then now we play in the same team together.
What's that like? Club and country?
Why
Was
do
that
you
the reason? Was that the reason to be the closest to LJ?
Why do you think she's tracking back now?
We're coming on to that. We're coming
Well, we got to get into this straight away. I mean, you guys are about to play back-to-back games against Belgium, but you've just come off the back of 4 games against one team. How was that experience for you? I mean, particularly you, Lucy. We spoke at the beginning and said...
Told you, didn't I?
Tell
you get
everyone
in
what
her
you
ear?
said.
No, I didn't. But I just knew.
Well, Sonia...
End up at centre back as well.
you played all the positions. Sonia basically said, there won't be anyone.
We'll play 490.
4 lots of 90 minutes.
Yeah, outfield.
And you were like, I will.
I was like, I will, and Millie will.
And
You was close, to be
Yeah.
fair. LJ was close
Yeah.
in the minutes.
how was that experience? Did it play out how you thought that it would?
I mean, obviously, we hoped to win all 4 games, but I think it kept it exciting. And each game was different, and there was, different reasons behind different games. The first 3 were all essentially away games for us. I think that was, by the end of that week, we were like, thank God we're playing at home at Stamford Bridge. And probably was our best performance, the last one, and probably for that reason as well. But yeah, it was definitely an interesting experience, and it was almost like, I think you can learn a lot from that, going into 2 back-to-back games against Belgium, or even what a tournament looks like, having to travel and play games. So it gave a lot of experience to more players at Chelsea, and we have a couple of England players, a couple of young England players as well, so it was quite good for them.
As you're coming into the Belgian games, do you do you look out for things in that second game, for example, that you've picked up from the first? Because with the City games, so much changed over the course of the 4. I mean, you literally had the pitch to contend with, you had managerial changes, you had the team shape changes. I mean, you guys changed 2 or 3 times yourself. So can you learn things from the first game going into the second one?
Yeah, definitely. I think you can always learn, but equally so can they. It does make for an interesting challenge, the second game being a bit different. And it's funny because you analyse one, you do your debrief on one game, but it's also your analysis for the next. So it gives so many players the opportunity, if you end up starting both games or playing in both games, to show that you're paying attention to the manager, that you're listening and you're willing to improve and get better. So I think it gives individuals a good opportunity to show their learnings and to improve, and as well as the team.
Is that what Sonia kind of looks at as well? Does she kind of watch what you're doing? Like, is she quite analytical in that sense as well, not just based on your training, your performance? She wants you to work hard off the pitch in terms of watching the games tactically as well.
I think Sonia sees a lot more than maybe what some of the younger players realise. And we have a really young squad at Chelsea, to be fair. And, helping them gain experience throughout the season has been, one of the big things that Sonia's wanted to get out, to be able to then trust more and more players. We have a lot of players, but it's not as easy as you're always going to win when you change the team and things like that. But yeah, I think she's mentioned a few times, you've got to be there every single day. And that's probably why, we talk about those 4 games and trusting players like myself and Millie who do everything. We're always there, we're listening, we're asking questions and things like that. And I think managers pay attention to those things.
What have you felt like a difference is with having Sonia? Obviously, you were with Emma Hayes for quite a while, and obviously she had a big impact on you as well.
Yeah.
What Sonia kind of changed or adapted, or do you feel like you work really well together?
Yeah, I feel we work well together. I think at the start it obviously took some time. But no, she allows me to be me. She gives me freedom as long as I'm, doing my work on the other side, the defensive part. And I think obviously under Sonia, I think that's what's shown more this season. I've added to my game. I just think because she's on it, like...
You can't shy away, you can't hide.
If you're not doing it, you're not playing, basically.
Yeah.
Will she tell you? Will she say,
yeah,
listen, like, you're not putting in...
Well, you would hear her on the side, so...
Oh, really?
Yeah, and I mean...
She would literally take you off, yeah.
Yeah.
I love that, though.
That's really cool.
Do you like that approach?
Yeah.
Is that different to what you had before with Emma?
I think every manager's different, whereas Sonia isn't afraid to make the change at half time.
Yeah.
So yeah, I do think if you're not having a great game in the first half, you just know you're coming off, basically.
Yeah.
In other
You
words.
don't get another 45 to change that around.
Or 15 minutes.
But that there's opportunity again later on. I think
Yeah.
that's like, we've seen that throughout the season. Our start 11's changed and people have been in and out of form. That happens.
Yeah.
Even the team has as well. We've had good games and bad games. But I think Sonia's come with so much experience from a team like Lyon with, the world's best 11 at some points. So she knows how to manage that and how to get the best out of big players. That's what she did at Lyon.
Do you feel that you can notice in your game an improvement, or is it just different in terms of the amount of work that you're putting in?
No, I think I noticed an improvement, but I think each season has helped with I've gained more fitness, which has allowed me to be able to do the work when I don't have the ball and when I do have the ball. As opposed to before, it's more like I've just got the energy for when I attack, and it can come across, she doesn't want to defend. But I think each season, because I've been gaining fitness, it's allowed me to do both.
She loves defending.
That's what we were speaking about before. I was saying that your level of intensity to defend then doesn't hamper your level of intensity to attack. I've seen recently in last game, which I feel like then your level has now gone so much higher, which is so impressive, obviously, that you've been working really hard on that as well.
And do you then want to bring that into England, or is it a totally different role that you play within this group?
No, I want to bring that into England. I think my role in England's quite similar to Chelsea. Serena's the same with me. As long as I'm working hard, then I can be free when we have the ball.
And what about your role, Lucy? I mean,
LJ.
your coach role.
It's really good, LJ. Keep defending.
In general, do you feel like it's changing, or do you feel? I mean, it's very difficult to not be relaxed on a day like this at St George's Park, isn't it? Sun's out.
Probably not those crows.
You've got getting aggressively shouted and heckled down by the crows, but it's like a gorgeous day. You've got a great environment here. It must be hard not to feel good when you're turning up to be a part of this squad.
Yeah, no, it is. I think maybe things have changed more over the last few years, probably thanks to people like Ellen leaving me and Millie to pick up and look after the kids. Yeah, so, I mean, I think I'm still the same person. I'm pretty relaxed off the pitch. I'm pretty fiery on the pitch, very competitive. I push everybody a crazy amount when I'm training. Yeah, it takes a lot out of me sometimes, but yeah, we've got quite a youthful team now at England. So I had to try and find that balance of, being friends and connecting with them while still pushing them, because I know that they can all be like even better than they are, world-class players, best players in the world, things like that. So it's finding that balance of how to get the best out of the team while still, wanting to be the best player that I can be as well.
We're only a few months away now from what's going to be a massive summer. Does anything change for you two in your mindset as you get to these camps? I suppose realistically there's another camp to come, and then I assume some time together as you build towards the Euros. Does anything change in terms of your mindset? Do you start to think about, I want to make sure that I'm firmly in Serena's mind as we move towards the Euros?
For me, I just think it's form, but I don't think your mindset should just change just because you're close. Like, you should be like that anyway. So yeah, like I said, I think it's just, if you're in form, then I just don't see why not.
Yeah, and I think, well, we speak about it all the time. Like, since I've been at Chelsea, we speak about, like me and LJ specifically, be like, oh, in the Euros next year, like, the games like this, and resting in between, or like, say, take the example of them City games, I'm like, this is what tournament football is, back to back, and travelling and stuff. So I don't think the mentality changed, because it's something that you've always got in the back of your mind, how you can prepare best for the Euros, how can you eat the best. It starts every single day. I can't just turn up 2 weeks before and suddenly want to get fit. Like, you have to be fit all season and be prepared all season.
Have you seen that mentality grow within the team just in the time that you've been with England from when you first joined up with the team? Have you seen a shift in just the way people approach things?
Yeah, I mean, I think it kind of ebbs and flows. I think when, experienced players leave and new players come in, there's a bit of a drop until everyone gets back to the standard and back on the same page and understanding what it really takes to play for England. And then it starts to go back up again, and then, you have a few rotations in the team or in the squad. Serena brings in new players, and again, new old players go missing with retirement, or maybe get injured, and it's constantly like balancing that of, oh, maybe we need to bring people up a bit. Oh, they're a bit inexperienced. Right, we've got really good experience now, we can push and things like that. And sometimes it takes people a little bit longer than others, but it really feels like we're in a good place now.
Did you feel that, Elsa, as you sort of went through your career, that you have those natural ebbs and flows, people starting to realise and realign with what their role's going to be as you move towards the big tournaments?
I feel like I had to just be on it all the time because I wasn't that good. So I feel like you just had to work hard. No, do you know what I mean, though? I feel like I can't just turn it on.
No, but
I have to work hard. I have to be up here because I have to kind of compensate for what I'm not good at, essentially. And I wasn't technically that great, but working hard, fitness, like that was what I'd hang my hat on. So I'd always have to be. I can't just go, oh, okay, it's Christmas, I'm just gonna turn it on now. That doesn't work. I agree with Lucy. You have to always be on it. But being in an environment where the squad's maybe changing a bit, it is challenging because you're constantly having to not reinvent, but you're having to talk about things like, this is how it works, this is what England's like, and you constantly, those meetings are
you redo the nutrition meeting or the ice, like, why are you doing an ice bath? I'm like, I've done
sleep,
like
exactly.
Wait, is this at the beginning of a new phase?
Or just the camp, so if different people are coming in, I'm assuming you'd have to do those meetings again to be like, this is what England's like, this is what our environment, these are the standards we have, this is what competitive, this is what sleep, this is what nutrition looks like. It can be draining.
And then it's like the older players are like wanting to push, and it's like, why are they not doing an ice bath? Come on, in the ice bath. Get in the ice bath.
Just for 2 minutes.
Wait, so this is the environment that Serena's talking about when she says how are they going to fare and how are they going to get on in our environment. This is the sort of thing she's talking about. See if you're going to take care of all the little things.
Yeah, I just think it's all the things off the pitch that's probably helped you perform on the pitch. But like speaking for myself, I think when you're young as well, and you're like just coming up, you don't realise those things are helping until, do you know what I mean? And then it's like now I'm realising that all of that stuff is actually helping. So obviously now I do it all the time.
Did you have a click moment where you're like, oh, I need to do that?
Lucy volleyed you in the ice bath. Oh, that works well.
No, she did. That was the text from the first camp that she was at, and she was like, I want to talk about, like, she was like, I see you as someone who's fit and works really hard, like, to help me, like, teach me. So I think that's why I liked LJ so much, because I thought that's someone who, not only does she want to get better, but she has, like, a lot of respect in something that maybe is not her strength, but she sees it as, like, a key attribute to have. And I think sometimes, like Ellen's saying about how she played, but everyone missed Ellen so much when she left. So LJ seeing that as, like, I need that. I can't, like, everyone knows how talented she is with the ball. What we talk now about her doing both. It's like, how are you gonna get anywhere near this kid now?
Yeah.
Like,
Is that just a mentality thing? Is that about just literally being switched on and alert to the fact that you have to do this stuff? Or is it a physical thing? Is it that you literally have to physically take care of yourself?
I think it's both. I think it's obviously the part of wanting to take care of yourself, to allow yourself to do that in games, and being switched on at the same time.
I think it is like a learning process as well, isn't it? You have to realise, you have to go through it, what works for you, what doesn't work for you. Obviously learning off like Lucy and the older players, and then thinking, I want to be on that train, I want to get as many caps as Lucy, I want to score those goals, I want to be the player of the match. Do you know what I mean? I want to play for England. And I think it is a learning process, and it does take time. And obviously if you're blessed with the gifts that I wasn't, so I was just like, right, I'm going to run lots, so hopefully please pick me. But I think it takes time, doesn't it?
Just before we finish up, we wanted to embarrass you both a little bit. So because you're such big fans of each other's games, LJ, I would like to know, what is your favourite thing about Lucy Bronze's game?
That she just does not stop running. I just think she just doesn't stop. Even if she's tired, you don't know she's tired.
Why is that? Do you hate the idea of people seeing you tired? Or
she don't want to lose. I don't think anyone wants to lose, but I think Lucy just has this block where she don't want to be beat.
Like red mist.
Yeah.
Did you not in the League Cup final when you just bulldozed two people?
She passed me and then just went, off you go, Lucy. Give me the ball, Elvin, now.
I was like, wow, yeah, she's up for that one.
Yeah.
Right, let's flip this over. What's your favourite thing about LJ's game?
Wow. A shooting. I think people say ball control, but she shoots out, like, her foot goes back like this.
I was going to say it's just no back lift whatsoever.
And left and right.
That's so annoying,
Remember
LJ.
I set that up for you to shoot with your left foot the other day. What was that? In a short free kick. And Sonia had it on the analysis, and they were like, maybe we could have crossed the ball. And I was like, mate, LJ's shooting. I don't care if it's on a left foot. Like, it was on target. The keeper just about saved it.
It was that Everton goal you scored, that winner, where you literally just went bang. You had nothing from your left foot.
Yeah, but I don't. People say it, but I don't even recognise the back lift that people are going on about.
Yeah, because other people widen their leg like this.
I'm like, I'm just going to shoot now, guys. Just to let you know, everyone give some space. Just give me a yard.
Yeah,
and you're just like, bang.
You just go like that and it flies off.
This is what you're talking about, isn't it? It's like natural stuff.
Yeah.
It's such a gift.
Yeah.
Just very finally, we are going to just check your sort of knowledge and how well you know your teammates. So we've got 5 reality TV shows here. They're on the BBC, and we would like to know who would be the best lioness for each reality TV show. And I think we know the first one. It's Gladiators. Who is the person that you'd put forward to be most likely to win on Gladiators?
To be fair, Millie would do good at that as
That's
well.
a really good point, actually.
Yeah,
Millie would
I
be
thought
very
Millie
good on
would.
that as well. If not Millie.
If not Millie. Me.
I would have picked you straight away.
Yeah.
I would pick myself straight away, but I was just trying to...
I would say
Come on, guys.
really both Millies. Huh? I would have said you or both Millies.
Yeah, Millie T.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who would be the best on The Apprentice? Who's like a bit of an entrepreneur?
I think Mary fancies herself.
Mm.
Do you think?
Yeah, nowadays, yeah.
Nowadays.
Yeah.
She even from a few years ago, she got a bit of an eye for business, hasn't she?
Well, doesn't she doesn't she have her own T-shirt?
She got her own
Oh, she does, yeah.
Okay, race across the world. Who's got the best geographical knowledge? Who would you trust travelling?
Oh, they're all awful. They'd all get lost, wouldn't they? Do you know Kira really likes geography randomly?
Oh, really?
I'm sure she did it at like A levels or something.
You have to be good at chatting as well, don't you? Like
So
you
not Kira.
yeah.
Do you know
Just
what I
take
would have
someone
said?
with her.
But she's not here at the
Take
minute.
Georgia with
But Katie Zellen would be
I
good
was
at that.
thinking that, but yeah, she's
She's got the chat. She could get on like in any car, any bus for free. Take her anywhere she wants. I reckon.
No way.
Yeah.
She
Oh,
loves
brilliant.
it, yeah.
She's proper got the chat.
Who is the best dancer? Strictly Come Dancing.
Strictly style.
Yeah.
That's like my worst nightmare.
Who's gonna dance to Strictly?
Millie, Mary.
Maybe Chloe could do it.
True.
I think she's got the confidence.
Yeah, she does.
And she can dance. I don't know how she'd be at like
When
ballroom.
you say she can dance, like is she a good dancer or she just
No,
enjoys
she's
dancing?
a good dancer in a different genre.
Right,
So,
okay.
Not ballroom specifically or salsa.
Yeah, but you could trade that across. No problem.
She'd have the
I'd-
confidence
I'd
in
have
like
any rhythm
in like
whatsoever.
to
I'd be petrified. What about the Traitors? Who would be good on the Traitors?
we actually play that
Do you?
at camp, yeah.
Okay, so who does well?
We played that last
Oh
game.
yeah,
the
I was
werewolf
awful.
thing. She was so bad. She was a traitor and straight away she was like, why did we kill her? We went, LJ, you're not supposed to tell her. No, it was her first game. It was her first
my
game.
first ever
It was
time.
the first game and it was
Did you
like
feel
20
bad?
people. We were like, start again.
And I was still so adamant. I was like, so why did you kill her?
And they were going, stop. And she was like, no, because I want to know why we killed her.
You want the whole in-depth.
She was so adamant that they weren't telling her.
Okay, so not LJ. Who was good at it?
Like Les and Mayer in that play all the time.
Yeah.
They always say that they always get Millie Bright out first because they say she's really good.
Wait, so you got to get rid of Millie because she's a danger?
Because she's a danger.
Yeah, like that.
Yeah.
Will that be coming this summer?
Yeah, I think the game's here again now.
Oh.
Yeah.
Magnus, we'll have to look out for that
They
when we
call
come
it
back for the
something
next
else,
one.
Werewolves.
Werewolves, that's it.
That's what it's called.
Guys, thank you so much. It's been
Thank
so
you.
much fun, and
Thank
good luck
you.
over the course of the next couple of weeks.
Thank you.
Thanks.